Hey beautiful, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Every experience is to me a new experience. And I got something at the end of the show that you're going to be excited about. It's something that I do every day, sometimes twice a day. It gives me a little bounce. So make sure you stay tuned to that. What we're going to talk about today is fashion and sizing. And that means, how do you figure out what size you are? I can't tell you how many times I've been sitting at a dinner table and somebody says to me, for an 8, I'm struggling wearing this, and for a man, for a 30 waist, listen, just so you know, everybody has 2 eyes and everybody can see. So if you're not quite sure of your size, especially to somebody like me, don't estimate, because I can tell. I can tell when you gained 2 pounds. I can tell when you lost 2 pounds. And I can tell exactly what size you are I can literally tell you your shoe size by just looking at your body. Am I 100% right all the time? Close. To be honest with you, I'm really right on it. A woman comes out and she has a size 8 and she looks cute. I'm like 7.5 shoe, because we do shoes here. So then I go and get it. She's like, how do you know this? I can tell by the hands, the different things, different ways that I've worked with other designers to figure out sizing for people. As a custom designer, I had to figure out what you wanted, because most people don't have trouble expressing themselves. It was my job to pull it out of you. So today's lesson is kind of cool because it's about sizing. How do you know your sizing? Well, I'm going to tell you. For a woman, it is easy. 3 main measurements. 1 is your bust. And you don't want to have a padded bra on when you do this. Just a regular bra. You don't have to be naked. Just a regular bra. What you plan on wearing, whatever you're getting measured for. So you're going to measure your bust. Say 34. And then you're going to measure your waist. And that's the skinniest part of your body. So is it up here? No. Is it down here? No. It's probably right where your belt would be, or where your jeans or your pant would start. It's usually your skinniest spot. It's about an inch above that. So my waist is 31. So that would be my waist. I was always 30.5 my whole life. And then life changes. I'm 31. And if you catch me at a bad ice cream moment, I'll be 32. And then you do your hips. And your hips is the biggest part of your butt, or your fabulous butt, to all the way around. That could be 44. You could have anywhere from a 7 to a 10-inch drop, which is fabulous. If you see those numbers being way off, then maybe you're doing something wrong with the measuring. But what you got to realize is, whatever measurement you have, fabulous is what it is. Fantastic is what you are. Now, I made clothes for celebrities that had funky measurements, because they have those booty implants, or those fun butts, or those butts they say, I was born with it, but who am I to say? But when I would measure that, I could get like a 48, say, hip, and then a 27 waist. You're talking 11 inches. That's a lot. But it's cool because that's what their body is. So don't be afraid of measurements. They're our friends. They can actually help you realize if you want to tone up or lose a pound or 2. I'm not asking you to get on a scale. I hate it. But every so often, take your measurements and see what's changing. Now, for a man, it's different. We do our neck. A medium's consider a 15, 15.5. A large is a 16, 16.5. Extra large is 17, 17.5. I did bills. I did football players that were 19 inches. It is what it is. It's the neck. It's the strength that's holding up that fabulous head of theirs. And now we're talking about men's sleeves. So what you do is you go from the middle of your neck, right up here, the middle, all the way down to where you want it to be. Most men average is 32, 33. Longer, excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Longer is 33, 34. You could be 36, 37. It could be whatever. A lot of people have longer arms, a lot of people have shorter arms. For men, we measure the chest two different ways. You measure without anything, just standing there with your shirt on, and then you put your arms down, and then we measure you with your arms going across. That's how we can figure things out. So there's different measurements for different things. For men, for pants, same thing as women, you're going by your waist. Don't be afraid. What's really cool is if you're talking about pants, if you measure my waist, I could be 32, 33, but yet I wear a 31 pant. And that is because pants have a little stretch and they go with your body structure, so they curve where you curve. And I happen to curve in, I have small hips, so I happen to curve in there. So my 32 waist could be a 31 when it comes down to clothing. You really don't know until you try it on. Sizing is trying things on. I'm a European designer, so that means I run small. So if you come in and you're like, I'm a 6, you'll probably be an 8 or a 10 with me, because I design small. For men, the same thing. Don't forget, in Europe, I would be like a funny number. I'm a 52, I think, in a jacket in Europe. I'm a 41 in America. So that's a big difference, right? So European designers design differently. I usually have to go up one size for a client, sometimes 2. Don't let numbers scare you. Let them work for you. So when do you know when you're a plus size? Well, it's changed, people. Plus size used to be 14 and above. But with all of us eating in COVID times and all different times, now it's 16 and above is considered plus. And what does plus mean? To me, that means that there's more to you to love. My mother was plus her entire life. And I think I wouldn't want her any other way. She's fabulous. So to me, that is the best you can be, is at the weight that you feel healthy in. So when do you think it's getting out of, when is the numbers too high for you? When you feel it. When you're not moving and grooving just the way you want. So plus sizes now start off at 16, and I would say 22, 24, 26. I design anything because I'm custom. But if you come in and you're a size 30, you're going to be fabulous. Now for a man, the average waist is a 34. That's the average. So if you're a 33, 32, you're cool. The average jacket for a man is 42. If you're 40, that means I'm 41. I'm a little small in the shoulder. If you're 44, 46, 48, fabulous. All you need to do is have the clothes fit you properly. The numbers mean no difference. Nobody sees that number but you. It's just the way it fits. Now, if you're buying a dress and it has stretch to it, you're going to turn around and see this dress right here has stretch. So if you're a medium, I can get you into a small. Same thing with a man's shirt. You know, I like to wear between a small and a medium, but if it has stretch, I like small. I like fitted. I want you to like fitted. Papa pants, mama pants, grandpa pants, Zadie pants, it ain't happening. Wear clothes that fit you. You know, some people like baggy clothes because it makes them feel skinnier. It doesn't make you look skinnier. Do a nice fitted pair of jeans. Not so you can't breathe. You want to be able to grab it and stick your hand in there, but you don't want to turn around and be able to just pull them off without even opening up the button. It ain't cool. Now, there's a lot of young stores, the jean stores, that design very small. I can go in there and get a 28 and 29 waist and wear it and be cool. Realistically, I know it's not me, but it makes me feel good. So sizing is important, but it isn't everything. It's the fit. You want to make sure that the fit fits you properly. Men, I don't like when you have what they call a collar roll. And that's a roll when your shoulder blades are bigger than the middle of your back. And it bubbles. And then we have to do what we call in tailor terms a collar roll. And that means we pinch it, we lift up your collar, and we tuck it under. But it's easier for you to buy that. It's easier for me. If you're getting a custom, that wouldn't happen. But if you're buying off the rack, it can happen. Try to go up a size and see if it's still there. That's a little bit of an expensive thing, maybe up to $50 just to fix that. And for women is when you feel it pulling on your bust and you're like, well, I'm going to stretch it out a little bit. You're not. Because it doesn't stretch that much. You got to be comfortable from the get-go. So when people come into one of my shops and they say, I don't have the right undergarments, baby, you're not supposed to. Because I want you to look good in the dress before all of that. That motivator, the product that I designed that shapes you underneath should be something that adds to your beauty. It shouldn't be the thing that's creating it. My dress should do that. So don't be afraid to come in. I don't want makeup. I don't want your hair all done. Go shopping. Be yourself. If you look good being yourself when we're all done up, damn, there's no stopping you. This is all little fashion tips that I want you to respond. I want you to give me some comments. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how you're using this to make you better. This is what the whole show is about. You being more fashionable, you having more knowledge, you having this excitement. People ask me, are you happy every day? Every day I am. Every second of every day? Hell no. But every day. Because God is fabulous. You're fabulous. And no matter what size that number says, fabulous. I don't care what it says. You know, I made some celebrity clothes that you see on TV and you're like, oh my God, I want to be her. And she's like a 16, 18 because of the bigger booty or because of the bigger chest. And you're like, I don't understand that. I am her size. I'm like, yes. The only thing they have a lot is the waist that comes in. And that's what my product, the motivator, or different other things that you could do to tighten the waist. It's all about the waist. How do you look your best? By making your waist look your smallest. Now, any man or any woman that says, I don't care, you care. You do. So do something that comes in the waist. It could be just a beaded belt. It could be a Swarovski belt. For me, I don't know if you can see it, but I have a belt on. So it keeps everything right where it's supposed to be. So measurements are important, but every designer goes by different measurements. Now, it's funny because like I wear Louis Vuitton. I'm a 9 in their shoes. I'm a size 9. But if I went and bought, a pair of regular shoes, Calvin Klein or something, I could be 11, I could be a 12. Every designer designs different, so you have to try on. And numbers don't count, just like your age. You think it matters? No, I have never felt so good. I have 5-year-old twins that I run around. I remember before I had my kids, my back would hurt me every day. And then I had my kids and my back didn't hurt me. Do you know why? I didn't have time for it. I did not have time for that pain. You don't have time to complain about your weight. So you either deal with it or you turn around and make some adjustments. But don't complain. My best friend Jeff told me a long time ago, I don't drink pop, something I gave up, and I don't do a lot of carbs. And I was at a sub place eating the sub, and I was having a Pepsi and a sub, and I was complaining, I shouldn't be drinking this, I shouldn't be eating this, and he said to me, if you're going to do it, do it. Don't complain about it. Enjoy it. If you're breaking something that you do, enjoy the moment. Realize you can't do this every day, but enjoy what you're doing. Don't complain the whole time. In other words, don't complain about your weight. Either accept it or change it. And when should your diet start? Now, if you want to start a diet. Don't start it tonight. And don't you dare tell me Monday morning after Sunday. No, no, no. If you want to go on a diet, you start it right now. The change of life is instantly. So when you walk in my store and you're like, and you say to me, I'm a 12, but I'm going to be a 10, baby, I'm measuring you for a 12. And if God makes you a 10, we're cool with it. But I'm taking your measurement for what you are today, and we can always take it in. You are what you are today. And if you want to change that, then you change it starting today. So my little talk today is about sizing. It's about you knowing your size. So remember, we're going to do a hip measurement, we're going to do a waist measurement, we're going to do a bust measurement. You're going to know where you fit. You're going to know where you're at. And don't lie. If somebody asks you what size you are, say, baby, I'm an extra small. That's it. People ask me all the time, you look fabulous. Well, how old are you? I said, I'm as old as I feel. That's it. Fabulous is what I feel. So it's just a number. Your weight is just a number. Now, if you're starting to feel unhealthy and you're not moving and grooving as much, and somebody like me can't chase my kids as much, then yeah, make some changes. Believe me, I was brought up with a Sicilian mother. So bread and all that pasta, hello. It was my life. Manja, right? It was my life. But I learned to adjust it, to be healthier for me, for my family, for you. So it's difficult. But sizing is a number that we can change if we determine to change it. So I'm going to in a minute give you a product that makes me feel better. It's not sponsored by me and it doesn't sponsor us. It's just something that I like that I want to show you. So stay tuned for that. And remember, guys, if you like me, give me thumbs up. If you can spread it to your friends and family, we want to kick butt with this. And remember to subscribe and tell everybody you know, because we're going to do this together. Start small, end up big. That's my life. Okay, guys, now for the tip of the day. Every day when I get done doing my moisturizer and I do a little bronzer and I get ready to walk out of the house, I spritz myself a little bit with a moisture bond. And what this does, it kind of locks everything in your face. It gives you a little glow. So I do it before I leave my house every day. And sometimes if I'm going out that evening, one more. So if you have makeup on, if you're a female or a male, and you're having makeup, you put it on, it doesn't do anything, except it gives you a little bit of a glow. I've been on it for years, and people have stopped me and said, you know what, you look fresh. This product is not sponsoring us, and we're not sponsoring them. It's just something that I use that I think would be great for you. I want to help you. Every segment, I want to do something that puts you into a better place. You're making me feel better. So I'm excited to next week. I'm excited to see you soon. And I love this whole YouTube vibe. So let's make it grow, people. Have a great day.